Hello, Mustangs! Today in math, we're going to learn about story problems, UPSC. Understand, plan, solve, and check. Today, we will use addition and subtraction within 20 to solve word problems involving situations of adding to, taking from, putting together, taking apart, and comparing with unknowns in all positions. We're going to use objects, drawings, and equations with a symbol for the unknown number to represent the problem. Using the UPSC, everyone was given a UPSC paper. It is in a plastic page protector along with your number of the day. We also are going to use cubes to help us understand. We're going to circle the number and the units, underline the question, box the action. We will evaluate and eliminate what's not important. And the S is show your work and check it. Understand. Read the story problem twice. Visualize, find keywords and numbers, circle, underline, and box. Decide what kind of problem this is. Is it plus or minus? Here's our story problem. We're going to read it 2 times to help us better understand it. Are you ready? Let's go. There were 2 frogs sitting on a log. 3 more frogs came and joined them. How many frogs in all? Have to read it one more time. There were 2 frogs sitting on a log. 3 more frogs came and joined them. How many frogs in all? Let's circle the important numbers and underline the question. Let's box the action word, joined. Time to plan. How are we going to solve this problem? We can draw a picture. We can draw a diagram. We can draw a number line. We can use a number bond. What is drawing a picture? How do we know what to draw? Well, we first look at the question, how many frogs in all? We then look at the circled numbers and units and decide what we're going to draw. It says 2 frogs, 3 more frogs. And for the action word, it has joined. We know joined means addition. So we're going to draw 2 frogs. And we're going to draw 3 frogs. And with our addition joined word, we're going to put an addition symbol. And our answer, how many frogs in all? 2 frogs plus 3 frogs equals 5 frogs. Now we don't always have time to draw a detailed picture of what the units are. So a simpler way to go about it is to use 2 dots plus 3 dots equals 5 dots. That was pretty simple. Plan. How are you going to solve the problem? You can draw a diagram. We've already drawn a picture. But what is a diagram? Here's the story problem again. There were 2 frogs sitting on a log. 3 more frogs came and joined them. How many frogs in all? A diagram is 2 bars put together that equal the total number. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. That is a bar diagram. Plan. How are you going to solve the problem? You can draw a number line. How do we solve a number line? Here's our story problem. There were 2 frogs sitting on a log. 3 more frogs came and joined them. How many frogs in all? Here's our number line. We started on 0 and we hopped 2. That represents 2 frogs. Then we hopped 3 more to represent 3 more frogs. We had a total of 5. Plan. How are you going to solve the problem? Use a number bond. But I don't remember what a number bond is. Well, let's read our story problem one more time. There were 2 frogs sitting on a log. 3 more frogs came and joined them. How many frogs in all? That's what a number bond looks like. It has a part, and the whole, or the total amount. And it can face any way. We have 2 frogs, that's part. We have 3 frogs, that's another part. The total number or the whole amount is 5. And it works that way with all of our number bonds. Story problems. Play Foursquare using UPSC. We're on solve. What does that mean? Solve. But didn't I already solve it with the diagrams, pictures, and number bonds? Nope. I need to do 3 more steps. But what are those 3 steps? Write an equation. Show all of your work. That way, others can understand how you answered the question, and if you make a mistake, you can find it. Circle your answer so everybody knows that that is your answer. Here's our story problem. We had 2 frogs plus 3 frogs equaled 5. Don't forget to circle your answer. Remember our pictures? Let's go back to them. We had our story problem. We drew 2 frogs plus 3 frogs equaled 5 frogs. Well, this is not finished until we write an equation. So 2 plus 3 equals 5, and we circled the answer. And remember our bar diagram? We had put 2 on the small side and 3, and it equaled 5. Well, we never wrote an equation. You have to write the equation. 2 plus 3 equals 5. What about number bonds? We drew a number bond right here. We're not finished yet. We need to draw the equation. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And what about our number line? Doesn't that look complete? Nope. We have to write an equation. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And don't forget to circle it. C, check. This is the final step. Check? What does that mean? How do I do that? Check. You have to explain and justify your thinking so others can understand. And if you make a mistake, you'll be able to figure it out. Ask yourself, is your answer reasonable? Make sure you use a complete sentence. Let's bring back our number line. We solved our story problem by hopping over 2 from 0 to represent the 2 frogs. Then we hopped 3 more to represent the 3 more frogs. We came up with an answer of 5. We wrote an equation, 2 plus 3 equals 5. Check. What do we do there? Check. I'm going to explain and justify my thinking. First, I hopped 2 spaces for the first 2 frogs. Next, I hopped 3 more for the new ones. Then I landed on 5. Is that reasonable? Yes. Did I use a complete sentence? Yes. Yay, we just solved a story problem. Okay, now we're going to use the UPSC method on a subtraction problem. Our subtraction problem is, I have 15 books. I gave 7 away. How many books do I have left? Well, our first step is understand in the UPSC method. To understand, you read the story problem twice, you visualize, you circle, underline, and box. Decide what kind of problem this is, plus or minus. Well, let's begin. We need to read the story problem one more time. Will you join me? I have 15 books. I gave 7 away. How many books do I have left? I have 15 books. I gave 7 away, and my question is, how many books do I have left? What's the action word? Gave away. Okay. And we know that gave is a subtraction word. So we are going to assume it is a subtraction problem. My plan is to use a number line. Oh, I couldn't find a number line, but I had a ruler handy, so I'm going to use a ruler in place of a number line. It works the same way. I started on 15. I counted back 7. I landed on 8. Now I need to solve the problem. That's writing your equation. 15 minus 7 equals 8. I needed to do one more thing. Turn and tell your partner what that one more thing is. Did you say circle the number? Excellent. And we are moving on to check, the last step. Does anybody remember what check is? Write a complete sentence explaining how you answered the question. Good thinking. My answer is reasonable because I started on 15 on the number line to represent 15 books. I counted back 7 for the 7 books that I had gave away. I landed on 8. I have 8 books left. And that is our UPSC. Yay! We have just solved another word problem. Today I learned how to use addition and subtraction within 20 to solve word problems involving situations of adding to, taking from, putting together, taking apart, and comparing with unknowns in all positions. We used objects, drawings, and equations with a symbol for the unknown number to represent the problem. We used the UPS and cube strategy to help stay organized. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a super weekend. Bye-bye. Homework. Answer this story problem using your UPCS paper. There were 16 kids swimming in the water. 4 kids decided to leave the water to eat lunch. How many kids were left in the water? Well, we're going to read the story problem twice because that is what our UPS tells us to do. There were 16 kids swimming in the water. 4 kids decided to leave the water to eat lunch. How many kids were left in the water? Are you visualizing? 16 kids in the water, 4 getting out. Okay, well, let's circle our key numbers, box our action word, underline the question. That's all to help us understand. The important things are 16 kids, 4 kids, and they had to leave. Leave means minus. I'm going to let you plan out how you're going to do this problem. Are you going to use a number line, a number bond, a diagram, or are you going to draw pictures? It's up to you, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to solve the problem. Solving it means writing your equation. Don't forget to circle your answer. And finally, I want you to check your work by writing an answer in a complete sentence, step by step, how you chose to solve your problem. Then you're going to take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher via email, dojo, or text, whatever is the easiest for you. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, don't forget to watch reading lessons with Mrs. Estevez and writing lessons with Miss Tapia. This is Mrs. Price saying have a wonderful day and do something nice for somebody today. Bye-bye.